friends, Editing Sky here. Welcome to part 2. Great. Subscribe, become a member, get access to emojis, and support the channel. But here's the thing. I know the comments are gonna say the Percy and Ashton part. That's coming tomorrow. The rest of the highlights are coming tomorrow since I'm doing a 2-parter. There's only so much you can upload per day for YouTube to actually present you the content without burying it. So if you find yourself going, Sky, you cut out the interactions, just do me a favor and you'll see it tomorrow, okay?
I noticed that Ashton is not with us. I'm gonna turn around and wave him down.
Yeah, kind of catching up at the top of the castle walkway.
I totally got confused. I saw Pike turn around and wave at him.
Yeah.
Instead of Fern.
Yeah.
I figured. Pike's mine now. The speed of a brisk gnome jog is no match for the speeds you can acquire. So you manage to gather up adorable cottage, surrounded by bushes that are unkept just enough to have kind of like a rustic charm, and probably planted a little too close to the walls where it almost feels like it's kind of hugging or swallowing the building a bit. Heavily thatched roof kind of elevates up to a point where a relief of a similar symbol as to what you saw hanging around her neck currently sits slightly off kilter.
Welcome to Pike's
she's
place.
in the process of an extremely warm and welcoming interior that is just covered in dozens of odd knickknacks and decorations and keepsakes that add color and character to the already pleasant smells of sage and sweet nectars that
so
permeate the air. What sort of things do they see?
Wow.
Oh my god, we're letting Ashley
So many little paintings.
describe Pike.
Just recipe books everywhere. Paintings of all of her friends as well. One of those!
What a happy little resurrection over here.
Yeah, right.
Rugs everywhere. Yes, a little fireplace going. Everything's just warm and wonderful and almost like a little hobbit home in some ways.
You can sit, be comfortable. Might take a few minutes, hours, I don't know. I have some stale muffins over there in the kitchen from yesterday. Probably still good. I'll still eat them. Poof, 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 upstairs. The sound of things kind of being shifted. Upstairs. She's just tearing the upstairs area apart. As you all walk in, Vexalia enters as well and kind of like leans against the closed door, kind of head down, concentrating. As you all kind of
Gone from castle to
I
bakery.
love Vex.
Cool.
Lady DeRollo for
Imogen and Vex, shut up, everybody.
helping us in this. I know that your husband wasn't quite so enthusiastic.
He's a complicated man, and you're here on the behest of Keyleth, which carries a lot of weight in this city. And I apologize for his brusqueness. There is a lot of trauma that we've all suffered at the hands of Delilah.
She's an evil woman. Lauden always complained about her in her head and stuff.
Whatever happens, whatever occurs here, and I hope for the better outcome, I really do. Nothing's worse than losing someone very close to you.
We understand history, and I understand Lord DeRollo's hesitation.
And she just can't take her eyes off Laudna. Like, there is a strong focus, and you can see this kind of like weight on Lady Vexalia as she looks at her.
Play of the Dawn modern.
Yep. Get the dust off of it.
Shit!
Okay. Pike comes around the corner with like 2 books under her arm and looks like a thing of scrolls. Goes, okay, so hold on. It goes over and sets him on a table and skirts it over in the middle of the floor.
When he does that.
There are some rituals. There's an older one that kind of enables a spirit journey to another realm. I've not done this before. It's older. It's extremely powerful. So we're all kind of winging it. Pulls one of the scrolls open and just shimmer in the low lantern light. I think I can direct it to wherever I felt Delilah holding your friend. But I need you all to go there as part of this spell and separate them long enough for me to bring her back. Person who's performing the ritual, you are reaching out to their soul wherever it is passed beyond or is in transition.
Oh my god, and if it's a shadow white stone?
When I touched your friend, it went to a different place. Cold, separate place that I've never really felt before. And it all feels very strongly like Delilah. You're gonna have to go there while okay, so your bodies will be here. but your spirits will be put in the same place where your friend's spirit is.
Will you have...
Could it become permanent for us as well?
Well, she looks down and starts reading the scroll again, like,
I'm getting a yes vibe.
Yeah.
all right, so die or fall unconscious there, your spirit will be brought back to your body,
Okay.
which is good. Fine print. There is a cord that connects your spirit to your body while you're there. So protect it, because I think if something cuts the cord, then you actually die. So protect it.
They're all gonna be puppets on strings
Couple questions.
for Laudna.
Listen, darling.
Oh, she just called them darlings.
I'm gonna eat a muffin, drink some water, take a breath, and then we can begin. The rest of you, I guess, get ready to go to wherever you're going.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Like Trickfoot drinking water.
Sure.
Yeah.
She's having a little nippy nips.
Get ready.
FCG, you have to go.
Would you be able to tell if he has a soul or a spirit or anything like that, or?
Want me to check?
You can just check?
It's kind of my specialty. Was my specialty. I guess it kind of is.
As a baker?
Yes.
Bakery sounds amazing.
Bakery, I know, we gotta go to the bakery.
FCG, this is a big deal. It's okay, she probably just requires your meat tongue for a component.
Yep, that makes sense.
Open your mouth! There you go!
Finally, it's gone.
Forever.
Finally, it's the end.
It's growing back.
I hate this so much.
It's
not
like the
canon.
endless jug, the alchemy jug, except it's endless tongue meat.
It's like toothpaste.
The peanut butter solution of tongue meat.
No,
I don't want it.
maybe I don't want to know, because what if it's not an answer I want?
Take a bet.
You're gonna bet on
yeah.
my soul?
I got 2 gold. Of course, 2 gold says FCG's got a soul.
4 gold.
4 gold? Who's got?
gold with or without? With that?
With one. I'm with Charles.
Who says without?
We all think you have a soul,
That's
letters.
not much of a bet.
You can't.
5
you
gold.
Can't,
I
because
can,
then there's no one to bet against.
I could put 5 against, but I would be just doing it to keep everything moving. I actually agree. But
Okay.
so,
We got 4.
she's
We
got
got
5.
5 gold against.
Imogen's not betting. She's ready.
5
now it's
gold
interesting.
against? Okay, now it's interesting.
Imogen, you want some of this action?
No.
Well, I'm gonna put in 5 for Imogen.
Do your thing.
Will you hold my hand?
I will absolutely hold your hand if you need.
She closes her eyes, and you feel this like wave of something come over you. There is just light burning around you. But she is herself a burning silver ember. You see just the flames rising off of her, and this like set of fiery wings that just kind of drift in place.
So cool.
Where her eyes are is just this glowing cavalcade of color. And you see me,
I can see you.
and you see you.
I'll look down at my hands.
You look down, and you see your arms, the shape of them, but it's just kind of like this semi-translucent light, like this kind of fuzzy sparkle
They're
moving,
still holding hands. I love
almost
it.
like electrical pulses.
What does it mean?
It means you're alive. And from the look of it, you already have eyes on you. And she points down to your chest, and you see the coin sitting in the space of your chest with the face of the changebringer on it. You're brought back into the room.
Neat.
Her hand is still on your face. See, you're fine. Ting ting.
It's true. He has a spirit.
Yeah.
5 gold. Can't win them all.
Thank you. It's actually 13 gold across the table.
Well, maybe it's just because of the coin or something.
No, FCG, it's because of you.
If I have a spirit, that means I have to live.
Kind of already been doing it.
I don't understand. What's the difference between now and yesterday?
Well, now it matters.
It always mattered.
A day he is never going to forget right now. His mind is entirely blown.
To be perfectly honest, I'm not to brag, but I'm used to blowing minds. I'm so happy I could
I love a break.
continue the trend.
All right. Fun.
Pike, darling, do you need any help? As Pike's over there with a flask, like, Oh, no, I'm good. Just get ready. Okay.
Mama's medicine.
Okay. Everyone ready? Everyone good? Everyone
God.
prepared? Everyone
doing
set?
this
I'm
right
gonna go ahead and...
Straight
Yeah.
I mean, I have an hour to go here, so, just buckle up and sit around. I just need y'all to lie down.
I don't know if it even matters anymore, but I pull out the gnarl rock. We had pieces of this. I had a piece of this, and Delilah seemed to really want it. But I thought, she took it, and something happened to Laudna. I don't know what it was. I tried to use it to bring her back. It didn't work. I don't know if you want it.
Pike reaches out and touches things. I'll look into it. Thank you.
I don't know.
Vex? Yes, Pike. So, this spell requires J-Synth and a silver bar for each participant. J-Synth about 1,000 gold, and silver bar about 100 gold each. So that's going to be 6,600 gold worth of materials. Do you think maybe? You stop paying the ritual. I'll be right back.
Lila, it's
A
worth
special
it.
powder that can take place of some of that as well.
Why are we splitting the bill with somebody who lives in the castle?
Put a pin in that one. We've got a lot on our plate right now. We can talk about that when we get back.
Yeah.
What sort of substance are you talking about?
Story. We do. Oh God.
It was,
We were gonna get to this.
oh God, it's such a...
It's a long story.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I think my husband would be very interested to know where you got that.
Letters open wide.
No one knows better than I do just how complicated he is. He's a good man, sometimes up his own ass. Anyway, my darling, can I have a sip of that? She takes her own swig. No, I love it. That's great. Old habits. Metal bars and setting them almost like pillows that surround the center of the body of Laudna. Okay, I need each of you to lie down, kind of in a feet outward, heads in, wrap. Oh, fuck, whatever that was. Sorry, it's a bit cluttered in here.
One of the silver bars goes scuttle.
Wheels of cheese.
The back of your head placed against the metal bar, so you're kind of like an outward fan of 6 people begins to pray.
All right, puppets.
With that. All right, hold on. And as you're looking at the pattern in the ceiling, you watch it just rocket away from you as shadow just fills your periphery. You instinctively try and move your head, but you can't. You're just kind of locked in place. Like a sleep paralysis is taking your body. You just watch the roof get further and further and further away and further away.
Stop it.
And you look down and you see your body. You see your form. You see your equipment. You see your
Are they
clothing,
all
but it
hanging on
all
the
kind of
tree?
has this odd golden silver shimmer to it.
Imagine the sun tree drops them like puppet. Oh.
It is material as you touch it.
Laudna!
I don't know.
It's interesting because when you speak closely to each other, there's a faint, almost a tinny echo to your voice. When you shout, most of the volume is absorbed and swallowed by the darkness.
Mister.
You don't even see the monkey, you just see a burning cinder flame that just kind of drifts
Like
around.
calcifer.
As they come into view, some of these stone things begin to
So we see them in
grow
motion.
branches.
I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself.
The whispers are getting slowly louder.
Oh, there's. Okay.
There she is.
No. Has Laudna been running this? Has Laudna been running this whole time?
You
No.
continue to push forward, and you're now walking through what looks to be a colorless, pale forest. You can see a shape rising up from the middle of the trees. It's a structure. It's like a small cabin or a larger hut. It is a built structure here in the middle of the woods, and that flicker you see is through a window.
What the fuck?
Whisper that to the group.
What the fuck? I don't like it anymore.
Someone go invisible and look.
I'm very stealthy.
I feel like going there feels right. I don't know why.
You hear the whispers getting louder. Hit her!
No.
She's here! Where?
No.
Gather him up! Burn
No.
it down! Witch is here!
No.
The stone rises up to mimic what looks to be, indeed, a small cabin. It seems like it's pulled together with ropes and thin branches and bits of fallen trees and bark and whatever sort of materials are around. It is a ramshackle shack here in the middle of these woods. And you can see under the porch this kind of makeshift entryway area dangling. There are little trinkets and look to be bones and tools. And that window, there's that little kind of warm light flickering within.
There's no fucking blueberry muffin on the windowsill, is there?
There is none. I close up quickly and look inside, and this is a small, shack. Quaint interior. You see scrounged trunks and branches and moss that are all put together to create the roof. It looks like it might collapse with a soft wind. You see a stone fireplace, and there on the table you see a few tools, also made of the stone. Looks like a pair of scissors or like a little knife. You see what looks to be the body of a rat.
Aww.
And you see kind of on the stool this kind of shadow shape, this almost like a black flame that's kind of barely holding there, kind of flickering in and out of existence. You look for a moment, it almost has a humanoid shape to it. You don't feel like she's there, but you see deep within this dark, flickering black flame that is this Laudna-like shape that's kind of whipping in and out of your vision. You see this small purple light that just kind of sits in the chest.
Oh.
There she is! Kill the witch!
No.
Burn her! Burn her down!
No.
And you see the flickering black flame kind of and vanish. At this moment, Orem, God, your passive perception is stupid. 3 black collections of dark matter or cloth kind of emerge. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh my god, yes. We've got it, Matt. Amazing.
It's so cool looking.
You're here, Laudna.
Which you
This was a little bit more
This is
forward.
beautiful.
Just a little bit.
It's so fucking sad.
Suddenly the light begins to get brighter on this cabin, which I will connotate as a flame now burning on the inside.
Up one wall.
Yep. There's 3 shadows emerge from the ground.
Like move forward like 10
You'll
feet?
lose the AC, but you can go for it.
Can I just like put Orem on my feet and walk forward?
Just kind of baby walk him up.
Where did Laudna go? I'm gonna open the door to the front and look in, still invisible.
Okay. You step inside, and you don't see any sign of the shadow shape. You do feel an immediate heat from the flame, however, and you do take 6 points of fire damage.
Oh, tight. Shit, it's hot in here.
Put it out.
And the
Put it out.
house is catching. Like this is going to be spreading. And you see what looks to be like a small bird-like skull amongst other bones on the table.
I scoop them all up.
Oh, where are my teeth?
Yes.
Where are my
The question I ask myself often.
I haven't rolled this.
Faster than you are ready for it.
Puts on the plague mask that she stole from
Right.
Percival.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I was wanting to take some, but I didn't.
Nice.
Like how you rolled.
Where is it?
Where is
Oh, double snake eyes again!
Sprinkling
Don't roll the
salt.
teeth.
All right, teeth are out of the game.
Never go well.
Begins to spread.
I feel like we should do something about that.
Yeah. Please.
Anybody got anything for fire?
Actually, I have something.
Anyone have a decanter of endless water?
I feel like the cabin's important.
All right.
It's very important. Put out the
Who's the
fire. It's
worst
like
is
her
hurt?
soul.
Shatters into 1,000 pieces.
Do any of the ice shards calm down some of the fire near the hut?
The shards stick into the side of the hut. This flame is extinguished.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Ice did that?
Fucked with her in life, you're not gonna fuck with her in death too.
Okay. And so as a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Natural 19.
Now come on.
Oh, come
It
on.
was still
Taking
really,
half
really
damage?
cool.
All right, I've never tried this before.
right.
I'm gonna get up a little close,
Come on, Fern.
spit in my hand,
Yeah.
rub it together,
Yeah.
and cast tidal wave.
Oh, what?
That should do it.
That's a big one.
Hell yeah.
Big spell.
As you pull back,
Wait, hold on.
slam your hand down.
Right where you are?
You watch.
No.
No, so you said you move.
Yeah.
You move up closer. I said, yeah.
Cool.
So everyone kind of steps aside.
Yep, way over here.
Describe how you summon the tidal wave in this space. How do you call forth the elements, and what does it look like?
Okay. Well, I spit
Must
in my
spit.
hand. I just kind of rub it together, and even though it's water, it still looks a bit like fire. Still a little red.
A little water fire?
Water fire.
There you
You know,
go.
you've seen these before.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a blue flame instead.
That's cool.
Fire water.
Just a little bit shoots out of my hand, but then when you see it sort of go up,
Yeah.
Immediately, you watch as this tiny spark of kind of blue roiling
The sound
flame
effect.
just swoops down, and this incredible, this crashing wave of surf out of nowhere boom, hits the ground and washes up over this entire hut. The burning flames immediately are put out across the board, and the partially damaged hut, while drenched in water and some of the interior elements may have been shifted around a bit, you watch as the whole hut kind of shifts slightly off its foundation, but holds firm. And as the water subsides, you can see it's interesting because the crash and everything, the physics of it look like water, but the edges of it kind of flicker like a blue flame as it slowly kind of dissipates and evaporates. The hut still standing.
Get in there.
Laudna,
Oh.
you're safe.
Pry it open a bit, and you can look beneath, and you can see just tangled roots that dig deep beneath the house.
Tangled roots. She's at the sentry.
I'm gonna push
She's totally
my
at the
upper
center.
half down in, and it seems ridiculous, but see if there's anything down there, and reach my hands around in it.
Get your hands down around in it.
Yeah.
Okay. And the roots lead to a tunnel.
Oh no.
Yeah, ignore it.
She never spent a lot of time in any place. She was always run out of town before. Yeah,
Wanna look around in there?
she probably. Maybe
Someone-
she went under the house.
Carry on.
Short rest would be good before he did that.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Great.
good call.
Okay. You don't feel any fear of falling. You don't feel anything pulling you downward. You just feel comfortable clutching the roots as you go. And the tunnel begins to open.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
going down, but as you step out, you see sky facing you.
Weird. Blue
Like-
sky?
Like a purplish, faintly obscured starscape almost. Like a night sky with little wisps of purple nebulous cloud in the distance. Like you're staring down into a cosmic shadow.
I'll go to just the mouth of the opening, not breaking that plane, and like as I get closer, am I actually looking up from underneath trees, leafless trees?
You are, and as you step forward, the gravity seems to shift now where all of a sudden you're emerging from the floor.
Just the eyes.
A massive, leafless tree. Of hundreds and hundreds of bare branches looming over this shaded city with a faint bit of green light just drifting out
Oh,
like a mist, filling the city and lighting it from underneath.
Oh, Delilah's in the tree.
And that's where we're in tonight's episode.
Oh my God.
Shadow of white snow.
Are we? We're not in the
Saren
shadow
Ray.
belt, right?
But it's some dark mirror
Yeah, we're in
of a
something
already
Yeah.
dark place.
Something
Once was.
different.
It's a
That mercer,
nice
you
little
crafty
memory
bastard.
ember filled with awful.
Yeah.
Are we?
Well, we'll find out more next session.
week.
So-
I can't
Do it
wait.
now. Let's just do it now.
I ain't got
That's a
nowhere to
whole
be.
city to explore.
This has been incredible. This is so well crafted.
What does it mean?
It doesn't mean.
Figure out next time because we'll pick it up then.
Doesn't
But in the
mean-
interim, thank you so
Yeah.
much for joining
Love
us.
you, Matt. Man, I like how they've been doing them talking at the end of these episodes. And I wish they would have done it for this one a little bit. The beautiful crafting of weaving our Vox Machina characters and our Hell's Bells characters has been so well done. And you know what Matt said it best? They're mine now. And it's incredible. And Ashley Johnson's face, every time there's interactions, like throughout every campaign they've ever done, I love watching her face the most. It's just so alight with, oh, the tea. And then what happened? Oh, she's just the cutest. Okay, let's see how they're gonna separate Delilah and Laudna. If we get a successful separation and there's no longer two souls in one body, does this mean that Laudna is only going to be taking point and sorcerer from now on? Or does she bind herself to someone else to keep her warlock stuff? Don't forget to subscribe, become a member if you haven't already. I love your heckin' face.
Hi, I'm Fresh Cut Grass. What do you mean? I'm Fresh Cut Grass.
That's your name?
That's what I'm called. Yeah. Oh.
Like your first name?